Well, good morning. This is Commander Bacon with Commander Bacon 64, Whiskey Alpha 4, Charlie Bravo. And today, we've got a special project. So stick around and we'll show you what's going on. All right, so behind me is this antenna tower. And you can see it's about, I'm guessing about 60 foot, based on the number of sections that I count and everything. So the job today is to take that antenna tower down and put it on the trailer and take it home. So stick around. It should be exciting. I want to show you some of the tools that we have. This is probably the most important thing, PB blaster, for those rusted up looking bolts. We've got some poly rope for lifting stuff up to the guy climbing the tower. We've got a homemade antenna jack, which is basically an old car jack with some plates on each end. You can use that to separate the sections of the tower. We've got about 170 foot of rope here. And here's the gin pole, the pulleys on that end. Here's a clamp that clamps the gin pole to the tower sections. And it's 12 foot aluminum. And you can see already put the rope up inside of it. And it is on the other end of that pulley. We got a bag of tools, all kinds of stuff in here. Need to get this snatch block out. That'll mount to the bottom of the tower and make it so that when you pull the rope for the gin pole, that it's a straight vertical shot, and it keeps the ground person away from anything that might fall and hit him. Here's probably the most important thing. We've got a bag full of, we got a safety harness, a full safety harness with two connections to the tower, and also a working harness, or a working belt. This is another tower jack. You use that to help pry the sections apart. This will probably be the primary tool for that. And that's it for the tools. Let's take another look at the antenna. So this is, it used to be a CB antenna. It's got a CB antenna at the top. It's got some kind of big coax hanging off of there. You can see the coax. Not sure what it is. We won't know for sure until we get it down. This is a Rohn 20G based on everything that I know with the specs. The rungs are approximately 18.5 inches apart, and it is 11 3/4 inches from leg to leg. So yep, this is the plan. This part's in concrete. Shoot, I meant to bring the tool to cut that off because we're not going to be able to dig that concrete up. I did forget that tool. I was going to bring a Sawzall. So there's the first section. The second section is right up there. That wire attached to it is just the telephone cable. We're going to temporarily disconnect it and then reattach that to the building. Not a big deal. So yeah, the goal is at least to get down to these last two sections today, if not get all of it. So I'm hoping with there's like 6 sections, maybe a half an hour per section. That could be an overestimation. We should be done in no time, hopefully, as long as the sections come apart pretty good. So we'll see. Waiting for my buddy who's going to be doing the climbing, because I'm too old and fat to be up on that tower. I know I look like I should be coming down chimneys, but it's all good. So I'm really excited about this tower. I've got a vertical HV 620, high gain AV 620 vertical antenna that I'm going to put on the top of it, and maybe even string a 80 meter dipole off of it eventually. So anyway, we'll keep taking some videos of what's going on, and hopefully everything will work out really smooth and we'll get this thing taken down quickly. So stick around, it's going to be fun. All right, so I got my tower monkey. He's here. He's got experience doing it, and look, he's got a Commander Bacon hat. So there you go. So we're ready to go, just about. We got to figure out a plan, and then we'll go ahead and get tackling this thing. All right, Stephen is making his way to the top. Once he gets up a certain height, he'll start tying off with the safety harness. He's just about to the top. First step is to take the antenna off. All right, he's working on trying to remove the coax.
460 to 470.
Okay.
That's not a CB antenna.
It's not?
No.
They said it was.
It's a cellular or some type.
Huh.
460 to 470.
Okay.
Motorola.
I got you. He's working on getting the coax off the antenna, and then we're going to unbolt the antenna and lower it down.
Might have to cut this coax. It's on there.
All right, so we couldn't get the antenna off, so we're just going to lower. What? We're just going to lower it down with the top section. He's tying it off. We're going to get it soon. He's digging around in the tool bag, looking for the right tools.
Oh, this is going to be annoying.
Now he's unbolting the sections. Get that top section off. This is the hardest part. Get everything all situated and set up. So I think once we get this one, the rest will go a lot smoother. And it looks like the bolts are coming undone pretty good. Little PB blaster always does the trick.
Yeah, I get new bolts.
All right, we finally got the top section on the ground. Steven's on his way down, unhooking the coax on his way. It's looking good. That was a lot of weight on that top with the antenna, so glad to have that one down. Everything else should be a lot easier. All right, top section is down. We're working on the second section, the first 10-foot section, getting the gen pole set up. He's attaching it to the tower. Raise it up here in a second. That aluminum gen pole is actually light enough that he could attach it to his belt and climb with it, so that worked out really good. So we're making progress. Here he's unbolting the next section, and we'll be getting ready to separate it and lower it down to the ground. So there's another 10-foot section right there. All right, so another section down, moving the gen pole, and then we'll be able to take the next section, next 10-foot section down. Making a lot of progress. It's just hard getting the sections apart. So helpful hint is really put a lot of never sees on your sections before you install your tower. Makes life a lot easier later on. Another section done. This section will be number 3 of the 10-foot sections, and we don't have that much further to go. So we're getting done, thanks to Steven. I'm just the guy on the other end of the rope. All right, we are down to 10-foot section number 4. We are below the roof line once we get this off. And then all we have is that section and then what's buried in concrete. So making great progress. That last 10-foot section only took like 15 minutes. So that was really good. Steven's getting better. All right, down to the last section right there. So what do you think so far? Wasn't too bad. I didn't have any trouble climbing.
Must have been fun being on the ground.
Yeah.
That's gotten better out of some towers, I think, now, honestly.
Yeah.
Less hiccups.
It wasn't too bad though. I've never seen one taken down before, but it seemed to go better in some ways than what I thought, and in some ways it took a lot longer than what I thought. So
it's that first little bit.
yeah, we were getting it dialed in though toward the end. So this is an easy section for sure. Don't need a gen pole.
The longest bolts.
Yeah.
Every other bolt was like an 1.5 bolt. These are all like 2.5.
Yeah. Anyway, couldn't have done it without this guy.
Never put up a tower. Consistency, please.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, one I took down. Other places by Harriet had different bolt, like 4 different bolt sizes.
That's so irritating. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. All right, here we go. There's 5 10-foot sections in the top section, and then we got a little short section. I gotta cut that off. But all in all, we got everything here. The little antenna tower, the antenna itself, everything's there. What do you think, Steven?
Don't climb alone, and always be fresh.
Yeah, you're gonna be sore tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes, my arms are.
Man, I appreciate you. Thanks for everything. We'll catch you again soon, and I owe you dinner.
Alrighty.
You and your bride owe you dinner. So yeah.
Call me again for a while.
Well, hopefully I won't need it again for a while. All right, that's it. Commander Bacon 64. Hope you enjoyed it. Whiskey Alpha 4 Charlie Bravo, and we'll catch you next time. And next video, probably be putting the antenna tower up. So we'll see you next time.